I don't know what's going to get me first. Boredom, burnout, or the coronavirus.
Well, boredom you can easily solve by watching various things, playing a game, watching movies.
Yeah, but you can only do that for so long.
Burnout, you make sure you don't burn yourself out by changing what you're doing, so you don't do too much of one thing, so you don't get burned out. And the coronavirus, well, gotta wait till that's taken care of.
How odd is it that we recorded 3 episodes in 1 week?
Yep.
That's...
You wanted to, so I was like, alright.
And we're going to have to if we want to keep the schedule up for our 3rd year anniversary.
Alright.
Oh, why did I do this? Oh, make an Ultraman podcast. That'd be funny.
Yeah, Slick got in the way. That's why we've been so held back.
Yeah. You saw the update video. Skimmed it. Well, might as well get into this. Schwa that roll call.
Woo! Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Kaiju SENTAI Ultraranger, the show where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all Kaiju in between. I'm your host, UltraPink Caster Lane.
And I'm your co-host, UltraYellow Caster Gar.
Yeah, so we're back again.
Yeah, guess who's back? Back again. Our fans are gonna fucking hate us. Because we're just...
Tell a friend?
Huh?
That's part of the song.
Oh.
Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend.
Because like every other day it's just gonna be an Ultraranger release, and like our fans are just gonna be like, ugh, Ultraranger, oh fuck that shit.
We have Ultraranger fans. We've had people who are like, oh man, you guys are back? Sweet, I've missed you.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, but can you guys talk about this? No. How about this? No.
We have a set schedule, guys.
Oh, yeah, set schedule.
This week we're talking about Ultraman and Tiga episodes 38 and episode 35 of Gridman.
I mean, at least we're making progress on these shows.
Yeah, we're almost done Ultraman.
Yeah. Next episode.
Yep.
Oh god, it's the next episode. So nothing has happened in our lives because we're still in quarantine. Oh, okay. Would you call this quarantine?
Yeah. It's like, okay, it's not that they're like forcing us to stay at home. It's that they're recommending that we just stay indoors so we don't spread this virus more than it already has. That's it. But the good thing is our government's being great about it, and they're gonna like financially support us. So, thank God. So, I'll be able to pay my rent, and I'll be good for next month. So, let's go about food. That's all.
Yeah, rhino food.
I ain't spending any money on myself.
Well, it's not that rhino food, it's just you don't know how to cook.
I can probably cook. It wouldn't be that hard. I'm just lazy.
Probably burn a house down.
No! Anyways, got some news, as we usually do.
Yeah.
Short amounts. You got 4 stories.
5.
5.
Wait, 1, 2.
So, the first one is...
So
remember we talked about Gamera? It was only in the UK, and we were really upset. We were like, oh man, it'd be great if this was brought to the West. Well, good news.
yeah, Arrow Films announced that the Gamera Complete Collection will be getting a American release.
A 128-page hardback comic?
Oh yeah, Dark Horse did a Godzilla, or not Godzilla,
Yeah.
Gamera comic by Matt Frank.
Yeah, so good old Gamera movies. That's neat.
I just read the disc being like, oh, and they have the movie like artwork to be revealed. I just realized a bunch of the like things says art book or artwork to be revealed.
Yeah. No, it's Gamera artwork to be revealed.
Oh, I never heard.
Part 1, Part 2, Part 3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 movie. Alright, it's on 8 discs. there's like 12 movies, I think. Probably like 2 a disc or something. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, there are 12 movies, and there's 5 discs. You do the math. But yeah, physical extras includes a hard book, a 120-page comic book that includes a full-color reprint of the 4-issue 1996 Dark Horse comic book series, as well as the first ever English-language reprint of the prequel comic The Last Hope by Matt Frank. There's also a perfect bound 80-page book including a retrospective on the Gamera series, Kaiju X-ray illustrations, and much more.
I've only seen one Gamera movie, and it was the original.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but me and Guard do plan on watching all the Gamera movies.
We found out they're on Tubi. Then again, that's where Kamen Rider is right now.
Yeah.
Or at least the Showa ones are.
So this will retail for $180 in the US. Fucking God.
But look at all the shit it comes with.
I know, but it's like $200 for all the Gamera movies.
It was
Isn't
actually
there like 12 of them?
It was like $225 for when I ordered it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
But think of it this way: it comes with like books as well.
This is gonna be your set. You'll fucking keep. I might help pay a bit for it, but it's yours.
You know,
you can keep it.
You know what? If you want to pay for shipping,
I'll pay for shipping.
All right, you pay for shipping.
Just let me know what the shipping cost is, and I'll wire it to you.
Alrighty. But maybe we can probably go splitsies on this. A Ultraman Kaiju combat video game is currently in the works and is planned for a fall 2020 release.
So it's a fighting game with like Ultraman and Kaijus?
Yeah.
Oh, yo! That's what I'm interested in.
So
that's cool.
California-based game developer Elevated Games has partnered with Subaraya to create a brand new Ultraman video game, Ultraman Kaiju Combat. It'll be the first Ultraman video game created by a non-Japanese developer, and it will feature chess-inspired combat between Ultras and Kaijus on a chessboard.
Oh, that lost me. It's just an Ultraman auto chess battler. Oh, that's kind of a mood turn off. I was actually hoping this would be like a fighting game.
The co-founder, Jason Hines, described the gameplay. The game is going to be an auto chess battler. You'll start with one Ultra on a chessboard facing off against another player. Let's say you send out Ultraman, he fights Bolton and defeats him with his Spacium Beam. Ultraman moves to the next round, but now it's 2-on-2. Maybe it's Ultraman and Father of Ultra fighting 2 Kaiju. Or maybe you've received a Kaiju to aid Ultraman.
Or recruited a Kaiju.
Oh, it said recruit, yeah. What we eventually end up with is a 10-on-10 all-out battle with beam and Kaiju attacks flying across the field. We really want to emphasize to the player that these are 140-foot Ultras and Kaijus who are knocking down buildings and causing absolute chaos.
Do you know what game we need to get for us to play? We need to get Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee for the GameCube or Xbox, because this was just like, it was this awesome fucking Godzilla fighting game where you'd be Godzilla, different kinds of Godzillas, all these different Kaijus, and you just fight in like cities and stuff, and you'd be knocking down buildings, throwing buildings at like each other, using your fucking signature moves. It was just fucking awesome. I played it one time. It was really good. So I need to find that game.
So the Ultraman Kaiju Combat video game is expected to be released in fall 2020 with the alpha soft launch set for September. Players can sign up for a pre-launch at this link. If you click on the link, it's the
Ultras only for
launching in 12 days on the Ultraman Galaxy website. If I ever mentioned. So you remember how I said Ultraman Max is like the forgettable Ultra hero?
Yes.
Guess how forgettable he is.
Oh.
He's so forgettable, he's the last Ultraman of the Heisei era to get a Ultra Replica.
Well, at least he's getting an Ultra Replica.
Yeah, so it was announced that at the beginning of the month that a Ultra Replica of the Max Spark Ultraman Max's transformation device will be getting a release.
Cool.
Yes. Once again, Ultra Replica items are premium Bandai.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty. The original toy actually had like a Seiza blaster holder. So it's like you would put it around your arm, and it's like it would be on your wrist like Max.
Oh, that's neat.
So the Ultra Replica Max Spark is a premium Bandai exclusive item and will cost 7,800 yen, coming out in September of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, pre-orders are already over.
Well, guess they maxed out on those pre-orders.
Go home.
I am home. Been home for the past like 4 days.
Right. Also, as of this recording, it's the first day of spring.
Yep. Happy spring. We're all quarantined inside, so we can enjoy the nice, beautiful outside spring. But this morning we did go to Tim Hortons because I was like craving a fucking ice cap because I hadn't had one in like days. So I was like, no, fuck that.
Unfortunately, it will not come with any recorded dialogue from either Sato Aoyama or Kazuya Naki. Nakai.
That's Zoro.
Oh, is that Zoro?
Yeah, the voice of Ultraman Max is Zoro.
Alright. So what does this thing do? It just makes sounds?
It just goes, yeah. I don't know. Fucking Max's design sounds are. Why do we care? We'll never talk about Max.
We'll never get there. UltraRanger will be cancelled by the time we go.
Who knows? We don't know how long we'll keep this going for.
Yeah. I at least want to keep it going for like a few more seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going on. We're almost ending our 3rd season, going on to our 4th season.
Mm-hmm.
All I ask for is at least 5 seasons.
Yes.
If we can do 5 seasons, I'll be happy. Which means 2 more years of this. Fuck. Should have said 6.
She says that.
Should have said 7. Shit.
Next story.
So next news story, Ultraman Shirts.
With Uniqlo. Starting May 2020, Uniqlo will be releasing a new t-shirt line of Ultraman-themed t-shirts. These shirts come in a variety of styles and size for both kids and adults. The line at $14.90 and kids' t-shirts are $9.90. This line will be available in store and on the Uniqlo website internationally. So, first off, we got a nice gray shirt with Ultraman Belial on it.
That's more of a black shirt.
I'd say it's gray too.
It's not gray.
Yeah, it is. And you got Zero and Ultra 7. Bolton.
That's a cool one.
The fuck that is?
It's Gaia and a ghoul.
Oh.
Ultraman fighting
Zeton.
I would like that in a gray, like in with the any other shirt that's not white.
Spoilers.
Oh, Denkou.
Denkou.
Best Ultraman Tiga.
It's not Ultraman. Not best Ultraman. He's a kaiju.
Well, Super's just on that for him.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of Taro and Tiga. Just says Storium on it. And then there's another one with Zero and Orb. Okay. Oh, there's a Pegmon shirt.
The balloon.
Tiny little balloon. There's a New Generation shirt.
Cool.
With chibi Ultraman heads on them.
Yeah.
Wait, so... Hang on. Tiga, Titus, and Fuma don't count as members of the New Generation era?
Nope. Because it's all the title Ultraman. So Tiga is the title Ultraman. So Titus. Is
Tiga is there.
Yeah. No, he's there.
Okay.
He's in the middle.
Yeah. Duh, I didn't see him for a moment. There's a Diana shirt. And yeah, back up to that.
Of course we get a Belial one, because everyone loves Belial.
These shirts are coming out in May.
Cool.
So if you want to get these shirts...
Yeah, see,
just
the third shirt's black, that's a gray shirt. Like I said.
Your gray shirt.
Yes, I am.
Oh my goodness, you are wearing gray.
Dude, I have fully committed to wearing all gray in my attire. If I could wear gray shirts at work and stuff like that, I would.
You've been wearing the same outfit for the last few days.
Okay. Well, don't fucking say that.
Oh, like they're gonna believe me.
They could.
Anyways, in our last news story, this really popped up out of nowhere. Premium Bandai has announced that S.H Figuarts Ultraman Titas is finally going to gain a release.
Oh, look at him. He's so buff, so big, so beautiful. And the best part is, I called it.
What?
All of his pictures are him doing his various fucking muscle
yeah,
poses.
What else are you going to have him be posed as? I think it's more cool that he comes with an Electro Buster effect piece.
Yeah, or Platinum Buster, it says there.
Oh, Google Translate.
Yeah, no, he looks good.
Yeah. So the figure will be going for 7,150 yen. And once again, it is a premium Bandai exclusive figure art. And it will be coming out for September of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him, he's so ripped.
He is ripped.
Everyone's ripped in the future.
I wish.
Kim Possible taught me that. Also, I've been watching a lot of Kim Possible to the point I actually finished it.
Good job.
Totally not weird. What's also weird is that we're done the news.
Yep.
So what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about Ultraman, or you want to talk about, like, weakest to greatest?
Let's talk in order.
Alright, we'll talk about them in order.
Here's Ultraman. Episode 38, the Spaceship Rescue Command. So
they went to space.
Yeah, they went to space. So there's like the space station that was being attacked by this kaiju. That's like his eyes are able to emit a very bright light that causes blindness.
Yeah. Well, it didn't attack the center, but like
it didn't attack them, but like it just like they saw him and they woke him up, and it was like
it blinded them.
Blinded them
because they went on a expedition. Yeah, an expedition to planet Q. Gee, I wonder what the Q stands for.
Definitely not Ultra Q.
Definitely not quantum physics. I don't know.
So the kaijus of this episode are the sand abyss monster Saigo and the photothermal monster Kyala. Yeah. So like the bipedal one was Kyala.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the quadrupedal monster was Saigo.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the thing I was confused about watching this episode. So I didn't know who was who.
Well, because they never named them, except for in the title card.
Yeah. Yeah. So Saigo was all right. Like he didn't really do much because quadruped kaiju suck.
I mean, he did his best. He was mostly just protecting his planet.
His rock thing that he was on.
It's a planet.
Yeah, with like beautiful, nice starry space, and sometimes it cuts to daytime, and there's clouds there. And...
We'll get to it.
So all the people in the space station are blind, and they're like helpless, and they can't do anything. So the Science Patrol gets called to go up in space and rescue them. So they have like a new ship that looks like a Federation space shuttle. It was fucking weird.
Why didn't they just use the space jet VTOL?
Oh, maybe just didn't get them enough distance or something, or power.
Maybe they lost it.
Yeah. So then Ide developed a new weapon.
Yep, the super fuse.
Yeah, super fuse, and it's 10 times stronger than the spider gun.
So every episode he keeps bringing out new shit.
Yeah, and he's like super excited about it.
Did they know that they're ending the show, so they're just like, here's everything.
Yeah. So then they're up in space, like, and it's funny because they're all wearing their helmets except Hayato, because he's got like a headset on.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Grace, no, like, you gotta wear your helmet. You gotta have a complete set.
How is he supposed to hear communications then without his helmet?
So you can just do it in the helmet.
No.
Yes.
Looks stupid.
So they fly to the station and they find the people, but like they're blind, but then they give them all like coffee or something like that, and then.
Like they banned this.
It's like, oh, did you see what happened? They're like, oh, we don't know. It was a blind light. It was like being like touched to the sun, and they're like, okay, well, we got to go figure it out. So, but they realize like one of their scout ships or whatever like is in trouble, and they lost contact with them, so they had to go rescue them. So they fly over to the ship and they land on this like planet.
Planet Q.
Yeah, Planet Q, and they have like these cool like spacesuits. I really like them.
Oh, what? The freaking helmet that protects them from radiation and all other space stuff that's not good enough?
No. So they land on Planet Q, and like it was. The scenery was nice. Like when they showed like the shots of like the vehicle models like on the set piece, and like you could see space, it looked really nice. Like it was really cool for its time. But then you get to cut to them outside, like walking around,
on
and
the planet.
you could just fucking tell that they're just like on a mountain base. Like I'm on a mountain, and they have a filter over it, make it look like it's like in space.
Yeah, they have a red filter over it.
And then you just see like it's clearly fucking daylight out, and then it cuts to like Kiala or whatever like that up in space, and it's like starry sky.
Daytime! Nighttime. Daytime!
Yeah, so it was like.
I personally loved it.
Yeah, no, Gar was like, I don't care, it's cool, and me, I was just like, oh, they could have had that. Like, I feel like this was worse than what Ginga did in episode 3.
You mean episode 2?
Yeah, whatever.
When he flew up into space?
Well, no, when they were like outside and it was supposedly nighttime, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that was episode 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, think of it that way. This is Subaraya, they, like, limited technology of the 60s.
No.
Ultraman Ginga, little to no budget.
Fair. So I give them a pass because it's like they had to do what they had to do.
Ginga was like all or nothing.
Yeah.
If it didn't succeed, they were done.
Mm-hmm. So
like they were done.
Yeah. So then like they try to go like get to the ship, whatever like that, but then like Kiala's there and like Arashi's just like, oh, we can't provoke it. Like we just gotta get her. But Ide like gets like excited. He fixed whatever he was fixing. He's like, yeah. And Arashi's like, shut up. And he starts yelling, and then he like fires the weapon anyways, but like it doesn't do anything. And then he ends up getting fucking blinded
again.
And then they find out that Kiala's eyes are the thing that's like blinding everyone. So, so then Cap and Ide go off into this to go rescue the spaceship, but Hayata's like, "Oh, I'll stay with Arashi," and like I thought it was really clever that it's like, "Oh yeah, he'll stay because if they need Ultraman, then Arashi won't see him transform to Ultraman." So it's pretty clever. I like how they kind of like set themselves up for like how he's gonna turn to Ultraman.
Well, it was also just clever about how like, oh, you guys go get the rocket because we tried to travel over that sinkhole with the tank and we almost died.
Yeah. Yeah, so I like that they like use their oxygen tanks to like jump over to the ship and eat it. And like Cap's just like, oh, wasn't that funny today? And Ida's like, no!
I almost died.
I feel like that'd be you and me.
Ready to jump? No.
Let's go! No! So obviously we don't see them actually jump.
No.
So
oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, we do. They're like little models.
Yeah, little tiny models with like, they're not even like. It doesn't even look like they're flying. It looks like they're like sitting awkwardly.
Yeah. Yeah. So they get to the ship, but then like Kiala's still attacking, so they
Ultraman time.
Ultraman, and so he's fighting.
In
He's doing his best. Yeah, he's doing his best, but then like he ends up getting blinded also by Kiala, and just what ends up happening is he like tries to space him right, that doesn't work, and then he uses like this. He uses his buzzsaw attack, like energy saw attack. It spins around like Kiala's tail and just doesn't work.
Nope.
And then what he does is he uses his spiral thing.
Yeah, he uses like a spiral confusion attack thing to be able to levitate Keela and just tosses him off the planet.
And then he explodes.
Then explodes out in space.
I was like, oh, that was quick.
Why not just use the same technique he did with Red King in the Mountain episode? Basically, like he like connects him and then like he slashes him in half. Or something.
So that was weird, and then they end up like rescuing. Yeah, they end up like the astronauts end up like being okay, like they're gonna recover.
We're okay.
So then he's like, oh man, I can't wait to go back to Earth, have a nice hot bath, and just they're like, getting back to Earth's too tired. We're just gonna stay here. And they're like,
we're gonna fly back to Earth.
And that's the episode. So.
Space.
Yeah, so it was a good episode. Like it was cool they went into space. So
shocking, the second to last episode is about space.
Yeah, space rescue.
And not the final episode.
Yeah, well, no, because it's about Earth being attacked. What is that time?
Well, spoilers.
We talked about the last episode of fucking Ultraman.
Oh, we didn't?
Yeah, on Castranger we did.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we talked about the first episode, Cheers, and then the last episode.
Yeah.
Damn it. So I've seen the finale, but I barely remember what happens.
Good.
I just remember the ending.
Good. I personally enjoyed just how visually different this episode was. So.
It was well made. So, aside from the fucking mountainside thing, but I understand. So I'll cut them some slack for that.
Hey, it's better than in like Forever Red, where they were fighting on the moon when it's just a giant quarry, and they put like a fake night sky in the background where the sun is, even though they're filming in broad daylight,
right?
On the moon, where there is no daylight. How does that even work? Is there actual sunlight on the moon? I'm not sure. I'm not that smart. Someone's probably listening to this and be like, oh my goodness, this guy's a fucking moron. Anyway, so let's talk about some Tiga.
Alright. So, episode 38, the Mirage Monster. So, we went from boring to weirded out to confused.
It's just so confusing.
So, so from what I got from this episode was, like, the TPC, they developed this, like, fake monster because they had a monster attack like before that like we got to see like images of and stuff.
The Odd Beast Deathmon.
Yeah. Or Desmond, I think, because like they pronounce it differently because they can't say S's really. So it
literally said in English.
I know, but that's like the romanization for it. But like the sub said Desmond.
Keep in mind the subs have also been calling Yazumi Tazumi.
Okay, fair enough. Anyways, so apparently when Guts was trying to like keep the population under control and everything like that, like they weren't cooperating, they were being panicky and just running away and causing like casualties and stuff like that because like they weren't following what Guts was telling them to do. So this guy like in TPC is just like kind of pissed off how Guts is running things. So it's like, all right. We developed this fake monster that shows up in the city randomly once in a while, and like it causes like fear and panic, but then it will force the people to listen to Guts and TPC and like keep them in check and under control. So like they're kind of manipulating them and controlling them through fear. So, you know, like the Empire.
Or, you know, but like the way that you described it makes it sound more like how, wait a minute, if this kaiju keeps showing up, like the Mirage Monster Falden, as his name is, if he keeps popping in and out, maybe it'll like ease the people into being like, oh yeah, another kaiju. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that way they're not like freaking out.
Yeah.
It's basically just like gradually just have it keep popping in.
Yeah, but what the biggest thing to take from this whole episode was that like Commander Aruma, she gets like a call from like this officer who's behind this whole project, and so he explains to her about the whole thing, but then as she's leaving, he's like, by the way, don't tell your team about like what we're doing.
Ninny.
Because it'll fuck everything up. Because then they'll investigate it and stuff. So you have to keep them going so like they believe that a kaiju is there and they just keep investigating endlessly and they can't figure out what's happening. So she's like, I don't want to do that. And it's like, well, too fucking bad. Like, this is a direct order. Your ass is on the line.
If you don't do it, well, you're fired. No, you didn't say that.
Fired.
Fired.
What? Fired.
Fired.
As you say it, does.
Yeah, as I say it, past my hands.
So yeah, so you can just tell this is killing Aruma because like they're like, oh yeah, we see the monster. Oh good, yeah, it's definitely there then. And like Munakata's just like, it's like that doesn't prove anything. Like, oh, Daigo saw, I didn't see it. And Daigo's like, no, it was there and stuff like that.
Sure.
So like they're just investigating endlessly and like they're trying to figure out why this keeps happening, but Aruma just like eventually just goes, no, okay, there's no monster. What? Yeah, no, it's just all planned by the TPC to keep the population under control.
Wild goose chase.
Yeah, and they're
like kaiju chase.
They're like, oh, what the fuck? So, but then coincidence happens, an actual kaiju attacks.
Hello.
And
no, it's not real. Guys, it's saying that it's attacking the city.
What do you mean it stood up?
Oh, with the sheer weight of this thing, by the time it reaches dry land, it'll kill itself under suffocation. It what?
It stood up. So yeah, so then we get introduced to Mirage Monster Felden, and I'm pretty sure he was inspired by Bolton.
What makes you say that?
Well, the fact that he's like kind of gray, and you know he has claws, he can make copies of himself.
Okay, yeah, that kind of does.
His cry kind of like it didn't have like the laugh that Bolton has, but it kind of had that same kind of pitch to it. What's so funny? Oh, Bolton.
Did you ever see that G-Fest video of like everyone in a line, just the
Yeah.
guy in the front holding the Bolton finger and they're all doing the Bolton laugh?
Yeah, so they end up trying to attack this thing, and even like Aruma comes out to
And
like,
it guts one.
and she almost gets fucking killed, but like thankfully Tiga saves her in time.
Yeah, Ultraman
And
Tiga.
there's this weird shot where like the vehicle she's in one of the vehicles is getting launched, and then like someone makes a call to the TPC, and they're like, oh, didn't you like go to high school with like in Hori? And she's like, ah! She's like bitching. And
Like someone's shouting. It's like, who's shouting?
What the fuck is that? Like me and Gar were just looking at the screen like, what? So it was really weird. And so yeah, this monster can like make illusions of itself. It can switch with the illusion.
That's what. How can it like it can hurt things, but we can't hurt it?
Well, no. That's the thing. It can make copies of itself, but then it can switch positions with the copy. So it kept like switching places, so they couldn't hit it. So then Iruma had the idea of just, oh, I'll fire on the one that's the fake, so you know which one's the real one. And then she ends up crashing, but then Tiga knows what to do, so he goes Sky type, and then he starts
zipping through like the clones.
Yeah, and then eventually he's able to destroy him.
Or the mirages.
Yeah, eventually he's able to destroy him.
Which was very anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was really quick, and I was
like no explosion. It was just
and then gone. So then it ends with Aruma trying to like resign and quit Guts because she feels like, oh, I've lost any trust in my entire team. They'll never trust me again. And just like her superior officer's just like, what makes you think that? Like, they're your team. You have to have more faith in them trusting you. Yeah, you fucked up, but oh well. They'll recover from it.
But I lied to them. They'll forgive you.
They'll forgive you, whatever. So then, like, as she's walking back to, like, the Guts headquarters...
Or, like, the Guts section.
Yeah, the officer, like, guy who was behind everything is, like, he's being arrested and being taken care of for, like, failing on his stupid plan.
Well, no, he's not being arrested. He's just getting changed to, like, a different location.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's just being transferred to a different position because, like, his plan fucked up.
And they're like, oh, yeah, everyone agreed that was kind of fucked up.
Yeah. So, but, like, he just says, like, this ain't over, bitch, and like...
It's like, maybe the kaijus are created by people's minds, and whose mind's that? I don't know.
But clearly she was insinuating him.
Yeah.
So then she goes back to the Guts base, or Guts head section, and everyone just, whatever, they don't care. They're like, okay, let's go on to the next thing. So then she just immediately starts, like, commanding all of them. And they're like, yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So... It was interesting. It was an interesting episode for Aruma because, like, she felt that, like, oh, she betrayed the trust of her team one time. That, like, oh, they'll never trust her again. But it's like, no, like.
Well, yeah, she's the captain of, like, she is the, in a sense, she is the leader of Guts.
Yeah. So it was a bit confusing, but we got all the pieces together and we figured it out, and it was a good episode.
It was the biggest thing that I have to question is, wait, so you guys created two kaijus for this episode? Yes, and one of them you guys only used in still shots. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you just make it that it was one of the other kaijus that you had in the show?
Oh, I just wanted it to be original.
Yes. Apparently, that kaiju wasn't taken out by Ultraman Tiga. Maybe, like, some people were also mentioning that in the episode, that, like, we don't need Ultraman Tiga. Like, see, we took down that kaiju on our own.
Well, yeah, no, they were saying, like, no, the guy was saying, like, oh, Tiga keeps ending up destroying the kaiju, what's the point of having Guts, then, if Ultraman Tiga just comes in to do it and take care of it anyways? So they were questioning why Guts is still, like, around when, like, they don't really do much. But they do. They do plenty.
They do so much.
Yeah.
They keep the plot moving.
Exactly. Make Daigo not seem as boring.
Is that the script?
Oh, Daigo.
How many more episodes do we have of this? Like 14 episodes?
14, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The show will never end.
Right. So yeah, let's go on to Gridman.
Yeah, Gridman, baby Dan Dan.
Denkou Choujin. Gridman. Baby dum dum, baby dum dum. Gridman.
So episode 35, Yuka becomes a delinquent. So this was a strange episode, but very fun, I'll have to admit.
Definitely, I hate to say this, it's definitely better than the Benkei episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, the only good joke in the Benkei episode was the McDonald's joke.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like Yuka, Ippei, Naoto, they're all like hanging out eating crepes or whatever like that, and then like Naoto accidentally gets some on his leg.
Yeah, he gets some whipped cream stuck on his, or on his leg.
And so Yuka's like, oh, let me clean it up for you and stuff, and because like she likes him.
Yeah.
And Ippei's like, oh, what the fuck? Why can't he clean it himself? And then like he accidentally Ippei spills some in her hair, and she's like, oh, what the hell? And he's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. And she's like, it's okay, I'll just shower when I get home. But like it was weird because she should have gotten more pissed off about that. Like I know she's nice, but like every time Ippei does something stupid, she like fucking rats him out for it.
Well, it was an accident.
Yeah. So then Takashi just like notices like, well, figure Yuka's nice to everyone except for me.
Shit for me.
Well, you know what? If she won't be nice to me, then she shouldn't be nice to anyone.
Yeah.
So he creates a kaiju, the delinquency monster Goroma King, and this is like the first one I think, like the second one I've ever seen in Gridman, I think, who talks. Like he has like full on dialogue.
You can talk.
Yeah. So he's like kind of like looks like a punk, like he's got like the coat thing going on, like the
hair.
Like the hair is like a pompadour kinda. So he goes into Yuka's hair dryer at her house, and she like just got out of the shower. She's all in a towel. And I'm just sitting there going like, no, I don't want to see this.
It's a kid show.
I know, exactly. And well, and also she's like 15, so nope.
But yeah, she picks up the hair dryer, and it's like
it's in the hair dryer. The Kaiju's in the hair dryer.
Like in the main frame of the hair dryer.
Yeah, so he's just like hanging out, and then like as she's drying her hair, she like gets this like magical sparkle dust on her, and it turns her into like this badass delinquent bitch, and like she has like long orange fucking hair, and like she starts wearing like these really like leather clothing with like a skirt or shorts or something, like a leather coat, and her like waist is exposed on her outfit. And so like she goes downstairs to where junk is in their basement, and just Ippei and Naruto are like, what the fuck? Like, Yuka, what's up with you? And she's like, yo, whatever, fuckers, and like just being like a total bitch. And they're like, okay.
Hey, you got a computer? Yeah. Well, let's play some video games.
Woo! Just playing a game, and Naruto and Ippei are just like, is this about like the crepe? So like they go and apologize to her, and she's like, she doesn't know, like she doesn't remember, so she's like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Don't talk about things that I don't know. So she ends up walking with them, and like she meets these other two delinquents who like take an interest in her, and they're like, hey baby, you want to come hang out with us for the day? And she's like, do you guys gonna pay for me? And like they're like, hell yeah! And so like,
hey, it's every girl on a dating site.
yeah. So they go to an arcade or whatever like that, and like she's just playing video games. So like it's kind of interesting that like that part of Yuka is still like a thing.
The bugster.
Like the nerd in her, like she's still like into like games and stuff like that. Because like she's because I've noticed with Yuka over the series is that she's very tomboyish. She's like a very masculine kind of woman, which like I like that in females. So. So she like asks for more money, and like the guy's like, oh, I don't have any, and the friend's like, yo, get her some money. And it's like, okay. So he does.
But she was even doing that to Ippei a bit before she ended up with the two punks. It was like, yo, get me a drink. Okay.
No, not tea. I want something cold. You got lemonade or juice?
I got money. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll go get it. So what happened was like with the kaijus that like Konjutsu Fire like made him that way, and Takashi's like, the fuck, and it's like, I thought it'd make it more interesting. And so then like he ends up just sleeping. He's in the hairdryer mainframe just sleeping, and you see like the bubble where it's like woo, woo, like an anime.
Well, no, it's more of a
yeah, and it's like a snot bubble.
Yeah. Because
like that's the thing. And then when they wake up, it goes like, and they're like, ah, and eventually it gets two snot bubbles.
Yeah.
So the like Yuka's mom finds it. She it's like, oh, it's so dangerous. Like I'm gonna throw this out. And so he goes to throw it. She goes to throw it out, but Daichi, she runs to the Daichi. Daichi's like, oh, I'll take the hair dryer. I'll fix it. And she's like, well, okay.
He'll fix it. AKA, he'll probably just do nothing with it. Try to make a buck off of it.
Yeah. So he brings it home, and Daichi's mom like goes to like clean his room, and she notices the dryer, and he's like, "Where the fuck did you buy this?" So she uses it. She turns into a delinquent, and she's also in like this like Dr. like Frankenfurter like outfit.
This is a kid's show.
I'm just a sweet Denkou Choujin.
Because nothing else has made anything interesting.
So I'm a sweet Denkou Choujin. Yeah, and she's wearing like this metallic like breastplate, and it's fucking weird. She's wearing a really skimpy outfit, like curly blonde hair. It was like a perfect time for like the husband to be home, and would have been like, "Whoa, honey."
I'll be upstairs. But no, I like the joke at the end of the episode though, when like they all get cured, like their hair turns back normal, but they're still wearing the outfits. Yuka's like, "Oh, this looks it's revealed." Just the mom sees it. She's like, "What am I wearing?" Just checks herself out in the mirror. Damn.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So Naruto and Ippei, they try to like unplug the hair dryer, but it's not working, and then like they wake up the kaiju, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck, guys?" And like they accidentally hits Daichi, which then Daichi turns into more of a little delinquent than he already is, and like Naruto's just like, "Wow, my brother's an asshole."
Yeah, but his brother collects Dinobots.
Yeah, Gar noticed Daichi had Dinobots on his desk.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So they go back, and like Ippei and Naruto are like, "Okay, well it's probably." They're like, "Oh, it's definitely has to be called Digifire."
I feel like this is, you gotta put 2 and 2 together, guys. Come on.
Yeah, really.
Like, hell, this is like Pokemon level of, who are those guys? Haha, Team Rocket. Who else? Who else would it be?
Yeah, right. So then they go transform to Gridman, and Gridman's fighting him, and it's a pretty fun fight, because like now the kaiju has like personality or whatever, so he's just like,
where'd he get the guitar?
and then he puts on like a costume, he starts doing like a rock show, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening? So, and then Gridman interrupts him, he's like, what the fuck, man? And like they're trying to beat the shit out of him. So then like Ippei's having trouble deciding like which vehicle to fucking like send to help Gridman. And so Yuka comes downstairs because she's like fucking bored out of her goddamn mind. And she's like, "Oh, you play a video game? Well, no, it's not video game series. Oh, let me play. Oh, I just have to choose one, right? I'll choose this one." So she chooses the Twin Driller.
Starts beating the shit.
Yeah.
Freaking
and
Gomra
she chooses
King.
another one, and then
King.
comes Thunder Gridman.
Just beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, and so he like tries to like hit him with a chain and stuff like that. He's like, "Ah, I got you! Oh, fuck!
Kunai chains.
Kunai chain."
But just like Thunder Gridman just starts like no joke, just like said be like wham. No, like these hits are getting them hard. Just bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Oh, got you all chained up. Freaking breaks the chain. Kiva reference.
Yeah, and then finishes him off with
Thunder Grito
Beam, and like destroys them, and like Tagashi's like, "No!"
And then he uses the fixer beam outside the computer.
Well, I mean, he did that to heal that fucking kid's legs, remember?
Yeah, the kid in the wheelchair.
Yeah. So then Yuka comes back, and she's like, "Ah! What the hell's up with these clothes? Fuck off, Ippei!" And Ippei's just like, "Whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa, I got such a killer boner right now."
Ippei, no.
Keep it in your pants.
Ippei, keep it in your pants.
So it ends with them having crepes again, and
Takashi gets
like,
the shit beaten out
he's
of
like,
him.
"Fuck!" And like accidentally throws like a can at one of the delinquents from earlier, and he's like, "Got a fucking problem, bitch?" He's like, "Oh, come on, guys, we can be nice about this." And like it ends with like the narrator talking about like, "Oh, they'll always be friends and stuff," and then just immediately see Takashi just get thrown to the fucking ground with his face and his nose all bloodied up. He's just like,
But like Lane and I both saw that and we were like, heh, heh. And then when he turned his head and we see the black eye, the bloody nose, we were like, ooh.
Yeah, no, he got shit kicked out of him.
He legit gotten the
So,
shit kicked
honestly, out of all three of these episodes, I'd say the Gridman one was my favorite. It was the most fun.
I would say the Ultraman episode was my favorite. Again, 2 episodes in a row. Just, I don't know. I'm a sucker for the cheesy like science fiction route.
No, me too. It's just I thought Gridman was more fun with like it's wacky because, like I said, every time it involves the parents somehow. I always like when it gets involved with the parents. Yeah. So those were those. Let us know in the comments what's your favorite if you've been keeping up. I don't know if anyone has, but probably not.
Lane, this is Ultranger. No one comments.
Yeah, just like listening to us.
We get 1 like on our episodes.
Yeah. So next episode we're gonna be talking about the finale of Ultraman. Finally made it, you guys, after like 2 years talking about it.
We've only been talking about Ultraman, like the original Ultraman, for like 1 year.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Tiga, I feel like it's super close to overstaying its welcome.
A bit.
So hopefully in these last episodes, like, it really just like get some plot. Put some plot in your fucking show. I think that's why it's not working, because it doesn't really have like a continuous plot. It's just like episodic, and it feels like for a Heisei era show, it shouldn't be episodic.
It's a 90s Saturday morning cartoon.
I get it, but like that's why I'm excited for Cosmos, because I feel like Cosmos hopefully will be
65 episodes of episodic.
Oh my god, that'd be no, I don't want that. But yeah. So
how did Cosmos end up with 65 episodes?
I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. So this has been Kaiju Sentai Ultranger, everyone. I'm a sweet Denkou Choujin. So probably we're gonna have Frankenfurter on.
I have something in mind.
Okay.
I hope you all enjoyed the episode.
Yep.
Schwa for now.
Schwa for now.
And yeah, as Lane mentioned, next episode, we're saying farewell to Ultraman.